Hey guys, episode 30 of the ISA portfolio series. As always, if you want to sign up to Trading212 and get a free share, use my link in the description and as a pinned comment. So up about £1,000 this week and sort of put in about £400 or £500. The gold and silver ETFs have dropped a little. Nothing sort of too much in the whole portfolio really this week. So just the gold and silver price still been a bit choppy. So these are down about £700, I think. Not too much to worry about. Looking at the ISA, actually up about sort of nearly £1,500, mainly because of two stocks, which I will get to in a sec. So no change in the ARC pie this week, although some of the slices have been up and down. I tend to look at that all as one. Slight rise in Alibaba this week. Seems to be sort of coming back to normal. Bitcoin taking a bit of a drop with the downwards move in Bitcoin this week, so 10% down. Can't buy any more of this, even though it says buy there. That's not something I would look to buy. Thinking about maybe with the drop, if the price stays as it is, buying a little bit of Argo blockchain. Seems a little bit sort of speculative, but I think it should do well if the Bitcoin price carries on doing well throughout the year and it's in the ISA. Then I haven't got to worry about the capital gains tax so much. BT not particularly moved this week, down about 4%. Sentiment sort of slight rise, but yeah, nothing too much this week other than a reasonable rise in First Majestic Silver, up to $18. 18% up this week, up to $14. Silver price been sort of doing reasonably well, but I'll be honest, I haven't seen if there's any specific news on this. Tend to just sort of leave it as it is. But yeah, 89% up on that overall now, so quite good. Nothing else sort of moved dramatically. Polymetal sort of pretty much the same, 1% up. Had its sort of ups and downs throughout the week. Gold price has been very, very volatile recently, sort of pumping when the stimulus gets announced and then dropping hard, and sort of suspecting a little bit of manipulation. That's fairly normal. I did sell out of Roku, sort of got to $400 and sort of thought, why am I still holding this really? I don't believe in it particularly long term. So got rid of that and put it into Stag Industrial. Again, sort of a small positions, one of my longer term ones I want to hold. So yeah, put that into there. Sylvania Platinum taking a nice move up. We're sort of closer to £1 beginning of the week, £1 sort of 3, I think it was. Now up to £1.13. Went a little bit higher earlier in the week, but has sort of come down a little again. Platinum, rhodium prices sort of a little bit choppy, but sort of mainly on the up. So Sylvania's been doing quite well. Taylor Wimpey, pretty much the same. The other REITs done okay. Virgin Galactic seen a move up. I think they had a successful test flight, and this is probably just more potentially being in the ARC ETF. So still waiting for a little bit of gain on that, and then probably get rid and put that into REITs as well. Volkswagen, nice little 8%, 9% move up. Seems to be sort of steadily moving in the right direction. So that's the ISA for the week. Not really sort of tremendous amount other than First Majestic and Sylvania. So put about £400 into the invest account this week, just sort of topping up existing positions. Bought a little bit of 3M, bought a little bit of ADM. I think I bought one share of that, just sort of topping up little bits really. Sort of left Barrett and Broadcom, Caterpillar sort of seem, well, certainly Caterpillar seems a little bit expensive. Broadcom's had a reasonable run up. Diageo still seems expensive. Bought a little bit of eBay. Seems to be sort of doing well, but not too well, so I added a little bit more to that. Bought a little bit of FedEx. Again, sort of hasn't really moved too much. Intel had a little bit of a choppy sort of up and down. But yeah, strange. They've sort of got a new CEO, but there's talks of outsourcing some of their manufacturing, which they've never really done. Always sort of been one of the big manufacturers, basically only 4 sort of fabrication chip manufacturers in the world, pretty much. And they're one of them, so to see them outsourcing any of their manufacturing to another company, possibly a bit bearish. Haven't had anything to the ETFs, but they're sort of trundling along. They don't move too much. Added a little bit more Lennar. Do quite like these, sort of American housing company. Up 10% in the week. I didn't get it before the move, so I bought a little bit more at sort of $83. But it seems fine. It seems sort of fairly cheap, fairly defensive. So I was happy to add a little bit more of that. A little bit more of Lockheed Martin. You'll see I just continually keep adding to this. Down 2% this week. So we'll carry on adding if more money comes in. Not too much other ads this week, I don't think. Sort of made the bulk of mine over the last few weeks, and not too much in the way of moves really this week. Siemens had a nice little 10% move. It was sort of fairly steady, but that's up to 131 now, 10% in the last week. So quite like that. Not sure I would add all that much at the moment. Sylvania Platinum again in here, obviously done well. Bought a little bit of I think one more share of Tyson Foods, still sort of in the mid 60s. Went up a little, but I bought slightly higher. Pound's still quite high, so I haven't actually paid that much more for these ones that have risen, because the pound's risen a little as well. So seems fine. So that's the portfolio for the week. Fairly slow week in comparison to some, but quite happy with that. So leave your thoughts in comments below, and drop a like, it's always appreciated, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon.